Hello everyone, I am Tremayne, and this is your Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of September 17th. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. I really appreciate you. I want you to subscribe. I want to keep giving you these videos, but I need your help. I need you to like, comment, or just be a regular viewer. View the video to the end, but please be a subscriber. It's only one quick mouse click and you're part of the Phoenix Force, because I'm Tremayne. I'm going to give you two sets of Days of Our Lives spoilers. The first set of spoilers will be the daily spoilers, and then I'm going to go to a different website and read off their spoilers, but they don't give you by the day. They just kind of give it to you in bulk. And the big Marlena spoiler, I'm just going to get that out the way because this blew me away. That John and Roman actually have the real Marlena hidden away and still on life support, and they actually got Hattie out of jail to pretend to be Marlena. So when they pulled the plug, it actually was Hattie, so she'll wake up and pretend to be Marlena. But of course, she doesn't want John, she wants Roman. So let's get into these spoilers. Monday, September 17th, Marlena is taken off of life support and her family prepares for the worst, but I already told you it's really Hattie. Sammy and Belle are thrown when they get a chilly reception from a loved one. That's probably Hattie. She don't like him. And on Days of Our Lives spoilers for Tuesday, September 18th, Hope and Rafe argue when the questions if she's planted the evidence against Ben. Hope and Rafe argue when he questions if she planted the evidence against Ben. I think she did it. She's really trying to save Sierra. We all know that Ben probably didn't do it. Days of Our Lives, Wednesday, September 19th, a protective Chloe puts Bonnie on notice, warning her not to mess with Lucas. Also, another spoiler tidbit you're going to find out today, that Lucas is going to do a DNA test and he'll discover that him and Bonnie are the parents of the baby. But here's the thing. Lucas was fired. The actor playing Lucas was fired, so he's not going to be on the show much longer. It filmed 6 months in advance, so we don't know when his last air date is. But I can't really get excited about this storyline knowing that he's about to leave the show. Days of Our Lives spoiler for Thursday, September 20th. Gabby drugs Abigail as part of her mysterious plan. I can tell you right now what her mysterious plan is. I mentioned in the last video that Gabby is going to try to make Abigail think that her DID is back. So drugging her and things like that, she'll wake up, not know where she's been, and she put the Gabby wig in her house. So she's trying to gaslight her. On Friday, John finds himself facing a new obstacle. Now, that new obstacle most likely will be the fact that it's Hattie pretending to be Marlena, not Marlena actually waking up. So now we're going to go to the other site where they go into more details, but they don't tell you when it'll happen, just that it's going to happen this week. Sierra finds Trip and Claire together. Trip and Claire kiss. John and Roman worked under the radar with Kayla and moved the real Marlena to a secret room, which I already told you. The woman who wakes up in her bed is Hattie, who's agreed to help. She pretends to be Marlena. Lonnie makes up her mind about Eli. Now I can tell you another spoiler about that. Lonnie's going to reject Eli, which causes him to have more interactions with Sheila, who's TLC from T-Boz from the group TLC. So they may even be, I don't know if she's going to be a real cast member, but it looks like he may have some sort of affair with her, and she's supposed to have this instant hate with Abe. And usually when that happens, that turns out to be your kid. Like back on All My Children, Erica hated Kendall, and then oops, it's your daughter. So I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling that if they go with your traditional soap writing. Abe will hate um, Sheila. Sheila hates Abe. She turns out to be his daughter, and then Lonnie and Sheila will be fighting for Eli. Because of course Lonnie will get jealous that Eli is seeing somebody else, and then she's fighting her, finds out that's her sister, and so you got sister on sister battle. Now I'm a writer, so that's how I look into this, and I've watched soap operas for 30 years, so that's how I'm sort of coming up with these potential storylines. But let's get back to the actual um, uh, true spoilers. But I just want to throw that theory out there and let me know if that sounds about right to you in the comments. Now, I left off at Lonnie makes up her mind about Eli. Gabby goes crazy with revenge and drugs Abigail. Chad planned a picnic with his wife and son. Chad comes across an unconscious Abigail. Crime and punishment. Ben cries foul to a spooked Sierra. Sean fears Hope broke the law. So it's not just Rafe who thinks she broke the law. It's also Sean who thinks she broke the law. Sammy and Belle are both out of favor with Marlena, which is why I said on Friday when they get that shock of, that they're out of favor, then it's Hattie pretend to be Marlena who don't want nothing to do with her daughters. Because let's face it, from Hattie's point of view, one daughter shot Marlena, and then the other daughter tried to pull off life support. So, Hattie doesn't have that history of love for the girls to overlook that like Marlena would. Let me see. John has a hard time controlling her. It's a wild week that gets wilder when Hattie makes a move on Roman. Rafe seems to believe Ben and Hope planted proof. Rafe seems to believe Ben that Hope planted proof. Chloe puts Bonnie on big notice. The test shows Lucas and Bonnie did make the baby. Sheila tries to make nice with Eli, but Abe calls her a thief for wanting his credit card. Eve argues with Jen about telling all to Eric. Desperate to save herself, too little too late. Rafe is caught between a rock and a hard place. Of course, it's about Sammy. And Lucas is all lawyered up, baby. Now, I'll just add to this another spoiler I have when it talks about Eve argues with Jen about telling all to Eric. Jen actually is going to tell Eric. I don't know if it's this week or if it's next week, but Jen's going to tell Eric that what happened with Nicole. So he's going to, of course, go and tell Brady, that, they're on the outs again. They argue. Brady breaks up with Eve when he finds out her part. And, Eric just up and leaves Jen. He forgot all about that engagement. But here's the other speculation. I don't know if this is true, but it's not coming from me. I read on a different site that when Eric finds Nicole, she'll actually be with EJ. I don't know if this is true, but other people are saying that that's just what's going to happen. But certain sites, I find that they're always on point with their spoilers, and other sites, they're way off. So two sites that said that Nicole is actually with EJ, those are sites that can't 100% be trusted. But I think it'd be really interesting if it did. And, I just can't wait because I love Nicole, and I was so mad when she quit the show. She basically jumped ship when the ship was sinking. But now that the ship is afloat again, thanks to Ron, a lot of these actors are coming back, including fan favorites like Nicole and Sammy and her visits. I just wish she would just rejoin the show. But she comes in like a tornado, does her visit, and she leaves. So this was good. I'm looking forward to everything that's coming up. and I hope you are too, and I will catch you in the next video.